We got some more dueling book replay Edison videos, high rated. Saboy's back at 872 versus Zen Arcade at 748. Let's get it going. Saboy is on some kind of dark frog deck, and Zen Arcade looks to be on DivaHERO maybe, or Zombie. Wow, just gonna pass. I like that. Do I like that? Yeah, I do like that. I like that. Okay. Don't hate that. We don't really know what they're on. This swap is gonna get punished. Oh, we don't drop cores. Okay. Ryza. Oh, the Ryza doesn't do too much here. They're drawing Future Fusion and, yeah, Blowout. They forget the Future Fusion. Wait, did we just... What? That was so bad. Why did you do that? Okay, maybe that wasn't that bad. We have Fader, plus a Crackback Caius, plus a Brain Control. Okay, maybe they know what they're doing. Okay, maybe. Maybe it's not that bad after all. Wing Blast the Caius when you're at 16, that's funny. Okay, this game is crazy. So much wing blasting. I don't even know what to say about that game. This guy forgot Future Fusion. Alright, we have double bottomless DDV Snowman against Frogs. I guess that's just for like Vandy's Fiend. I don't know how I feel about that, but yeah. This is all fine. Wait. Alright, that was a line where you like... You probably were... If you're going to pass with swap, you may as well just bounce the Treeborn, set the Wing Blast, get your free discard fodder. FF Sabo is watching. FF Sabo is back. Who is FF Sabo? Alright, so now we're going to go for the set Snowman, DDV, Bottomless, D-Prison against a Frog deck. That's just going to Caius it. And we have Treeborn engraved, so like, with the Caius, so like, why is this what we're doing? Maybe. And then we're deprisoning a Swap Frog that got all of its value. Because we're getting low. And our hand does nothing because we're DivaHERO. Oh my god, this deck is so bad. How does this deck win when it draws like this? Why did we... Why did we set a Battle Fader, and why did we tribute it for Econ when we could have just... I didn't like that duel. Anyway, Georgione is a pretty good player in EGB Paul. I've seen this guy a lot. 941 and 1196. Georgione is like always on Blackwing from what I see. So EGB Paul, was he on Gladiator Beast? Yeah. Alright, so this guy is on not Blackwing, but a deck like Blackwing kind of. Hero Beat. Kind of like a grindy control deck. So we're going to set Reaper, Chariot, Judgment, Torrential, Compulse. So we don't want to summon this because then we're forced to Compulse. I'm fine with that. Makes sense. So they set 3, so alright, our thought is that we're going to Compulse to play around the Gemini Spark that they just set. And wow, we're going to actually get pretty rewarded for that. And if we do choose to summon this Equest, we're going to get, I mean, they don't have anything here. And we have Solemn, so there's potential we do that. Let's see what happens. Whoops. Wow. Yeah, Georgione is going to get wrecked here. Good thing Hero Beat can kind of deal with Glads decently well. Well, we couldn't get Bestiary because we drew it. Retiari would have been really good. Would have been pretty good. It could have been awkward because, like, obviously monsters can run over it. So this is kind of like a safe pick, but Retiari would have been pretty good. This kind of actually, the more I think about it, I really like this Laquari only because we have Bestiary. So if this Laquari sticks, we have a Solemn plus a Bestiary. That's just really good. So I like that. Good line by EGB Paul. So if they Solemn, are we even gonna bother? I mean, if they Gemini Spark, do we bother? I guess if it's Gemini Spark, we have to bother because it's just so much value. They don't draw. We keep Gazaris. Thing is, like, if Gazaris is engraved and it's special summoned, it triggers again to pop 2 cards, so, you know, it's still pretty good. Yeah, he actually chooses to let it die. Respect to that, honestly. Like, Paul is playing pretty good, I think. Like, he's making, like, some interesting lines, playing well. Pretty cool. So we Future Fusion. And we set Warrior Lady because we need answers to GBs. Like, we can't be greedy. The Seer could dig cards, but it's GB. So, and we have no trap, so that makes sense. Alright, now we Solemn. Huh. Now we Solemn because it lets us get the Reaper to discard the last card. That's a pretty huge card, to be honest. Like, I honestly think Georgione is back in it. And it's kind of awkward because I feel like we didn't have to use that Solemn there. Maybe we did. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Oh! played a minute. So we let them call the Haunted the Ocean and get the alias back. Wow, that was really conservative play. That was pretty good. Oh. Yeah, you're always supposed to attack with the Gazaris first there. You attack with the Gazaris first always because of deprison, obviously. Like, if the Darius goes, the Gazaris goes. So if you attack with Gazaris first, then they could deprison that, and then the Darius gets to connect. So you get 24 extra damage. Also, did he have a Book of Moon? I feel like you can do cool things with Book of Moon and Darius. Exile Force. That's pretty cool tech. This hand can combat GB pretty well. And then we have a road that does nothing against this deck, like, probably ever. I'm not really a fan of that. Just wish it was a real trap. And this Hoplomys, it carries against this deck, but he has Exile Force, so it won't here. We thought about setting the road, then we decided not to. Okay. Yep, that exile did exactly what it's supposed to. Oh, now this Warrior Lady's gonna... I mean, if that was backwards, it would have... Like, if you went Warrior Lady attack Hoplomys, but you'd banish it, but then you'd exile the Bestiary, and obviously things would be a lot better. Now we have like a... So we started an almost like anti-meta GB. I feel like this might be a bit weird of a side deck, but it could... I mean, Snowman plus Super Poly is the nuts against this deck, so it could work out well. You know, that Exile Force is kind of a cool tech because it answers Snowman pretty well. Alright, so we go Alias, and we don't attack. Why not? Why don't we attack here? I guess we just want to deprison the Thunder King and then have Alias still. I don't know about that. I mean, it seems fine, but like... And then in draw phase, we're going to dust the MST. I mean, we're going to dust the back row to play around maybe Solemn Judgment or something. Bottomless Breaker. Now, we don't attack here because we want Thunder King up and we have a Super Poly. Okay. So, here, as Georgione, you saw Thunder King as a card. And you choose not to slam your e-call while you have an opportunity. You could be playing around Call the Haunted, but I kind of like the idea of just playing the e-call when you can. Kill a back row. Alright, so as Georgione, you drew the... Miracle is really good against GBs, and we drew a water, so... If that was Snowman there, that would have been crazy good. Oh my god, that card destroys GBs too. Yeah, it's over. That Super Poly could have been crazy. RIP EGB Paul. It's over. All right, that's the duel. We were just watching it, kind of like waiting for Geartown to just like draw a monster, and he doesn't draw one for like 5 turns. That was crazy, but I feel like GB just can't do anything. You're down to like 2 cards, and they have an oppression. Like, what are you gonna do? We're gonna actually watch one more. Why not? Let's watch this one fast. This is Big James at 12:59 versus Top Tier Gaming 8:38. Top Tier is on some kind of ancient gear, and Big James is on uh, Hero Beat. So I feel like Machina should be favored almost, especially if they have like this Gear Beast in the deck. So we're just gonna go set 3. Okay. Doesn't use the dust shoot right away. What is going on? Why didn't we dust shoot? Oh my god, why did we not dust shoot there? Like, that was so bad. I can't believe we just wasted a card like that. So we have Breaker for Geartown. That's kind of cool. Don't ever do that. So, well, I guess it's fine here, but like if you set this field spell and then you activate Terraforming, you're giving your opponent an opportunity to chain MST to the Terraforming. Therefore, they can kill the Geartown and it will miss timing. So make sure you set up your plays. This is kind of the same with frogs. When you have like a dupe frog on board and then you activate a card, you're giving your opponent a chance to like use a Regeki break or something and make your dupe frog miss timing. So try and recognize starting chain link ones and how to avoid them so you don't make cards miss timing. Obviously not relevant here. They don't have a background. All right. I mean, looking at this game state, it's looking really bad for Big James. Like, we have no traps. Even if we did, a lot of them can't deal with this Gagilotron. Yeah, looking like it's over. Yeah, that's just, you compulse the breaker and then, yeah, that's game. Alright, so let's see. This hand is lacking heroes, and this hand is not lacking anything. You compulse the machine rather than the Chimera Tech because you want your own Chimera Tech. I think that's good, but my brain is not functioning. It is getting late. We have Dust Shoot, so we get to punish him. Like, I almost think we should have held that, but yeah, I don't know. Break, attack. I mean, still no heroes, so break. All right, hero game. That's just lethal that turn. Okay. Yeah, Ancient Gears suck, man. All right, we open Future Fusion. I don't I don't get this card like in Hero Beat. Like it's good with Hero Blast, but like, and obviously it's good if it resolves. But I feel like Hero Beat doesn't have as much payoff as like other Future Fusion decks. So maybe it's just that good. Like you're fine waiting 2 turns for a 0, and sometimes you get to set up your Hero Blast. This hand is pretty good, and this hand is also pretty good. So let's just watch the game. Attacking the Gores, because we have a Gemini Spark. That's fine. What? You didn't want to activate this over that? Wait, what? Why did we not? Why didn't we do that? Main phase 1. They'd be a 2K. That's game. Thanks for watching, guys.